Hey everyone, welcome back. So we got some news going on. Hey, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. So for correction to my video yesterday, I'll post it up here somewhere up in the corner, that Congress is on recess, but the Democrat and Republican leaders are still negotiating. So you have Nancy Pelosi, who's the House Speaker for the Democrats, as well as that you have Chuck Schumer, who's the minority leader in the Senate, and Mark Meadows, the Chief of Staff for the President, and you have Steve Mnuchin, who we don't talk about him, for the Republicans. But they're still there. Mitch McConnell is around, but again, these talks are just kind of fluttering between these four people. So again, Congress will not come back until September, but they will come back if a deal is struck and can vote on it. So they will come back early, but the next vote is not till September 14th. It is kind of frustrating, but as well as they are still working on it. So again, let's keep in mind, I'm trying to stay the positive side. Let's just, look at the positive side, because they can come up with something in the next week or so. And they only have a month left, because even with Donald Trump's executive order on the extended unemployment. So right now, most every state is only going to get an extra $300 on an unemployment boost from the federal government. If a state can't afford to allocate an extra $100, which our governor here in California has said, no, we can't do that, but every state will be still getting the federal $300 unemployment boost per person. So again, that is at least some, better than nothing. But again, that money will only last until the beginning of September. The first week of September, then it's gone again. So I think this is kind of their way of saying, okay, we have something at least for the time being, but we need to come up with a permanent deal. Again, stimulus checks are still on the table. $600 unemployment boost is still on the table. That's not out of the question yet. And that's where I want to reiterate that, because it's still possible that it can happen if this next bill passes. But we don't know which bill we're going with. We don't know if it's going to be the HEALS Act, the HEROES Act. I'm suggesting more towards the HERO Act because it's more in depth. It's a bigger bill. It has a lot more things that are beneficial to everyone on that, for businesses, for people, for heroes. So that's those things right there. And taking a shift over to political side, as well as Kamala Harris is now the running mate for Joe Biden and the Democratic ticket against Donald Trump. And Kamala Harris did introduce a bill with Bernie Sanders a couple months back that would allocate $2,000 per person. So again, if you had dependents, I think it's up to 2 dependents, that you get an extra $2,000 as well per that dependent. So each family could have gotten up to $8,000 a month. Again, when this bill was introduced, I do not believe they thought it had any traction of getting passed, because it's just the finance and money behind it. Republicans would freak out. But at least it's there. So going into this election, we're going to see a lot of talks and a lot of things on what could happen if Joe Biden and Kamala Harris were elected and they took over the presidency and vice presidency. What would they do for the people? Would they make promises of saying, hey, we're going to make $2,000 a month, kind of what Andrew Yang was talking about? And it's funny where Andrew Yang was a presidential candidate for the Democratic Party and talked about $1,000 a month for every person. Every person gets $1,000 a month forever. And it was a unique idea, but guess what? Now it's kind of looking like it could happen or something like it. But again, it's a very unique tactic, and there's more about it. I have to do more research myself, but it's very unique. And again, it's just to pretty much close that poverty gap. It's just a very unique aspect. But that's what I have for right now, guys. So there's more going on this week. Let's stay all positive. There's good things coming. We're seeing it happening. Let's just keep this lighter note, and that's what we're gonna do. But until the next one, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thank you.
You've gotta know that nothing lasts.